Hello and welcome. My name is Michelle. I am your emotional resilience coach, and it is fantastic to have you join me here today. What I love to do is I love to empower you. If you're in a place in your life where you feel, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this happen again and again and again? Why is it that the same things keep getting brought into my life in different packages and in different ways? Why is it that there is still this dysfunction? Why is it that these things keep happening and you just feel, oh, I can't anymore? Welcome. I reached that place a couple of years ago. I was sick, I hit rock bottom, I was emotionally, physically, absolutely wiped out, and I needed to learn a whole lot of new skills and way of being to get out of this mess, out of the dysfunction and the despair and the drama. I needed to break free of it, but in order to break free of it, I needed to learn new thoughts, new skills, new ways of being. I needed to get to the very bottom, and I needed to learn about me. This is what we're going to discuss a little bit today, how you can discover who you are. If this is something that resonates with you, please do hit like, subscribe, and the notifications button. So often we just take what other people say and we just absorb it all in and make it part of our identity. We just believe that this person that we don't even know who said this thing about us once upon a time, a long time ago, they must be true. The reason why we do this is because when we were children, we absorbed this, we downloaded all this rubbish that was going on in our caregivers' lives, their own disappointments, their abuse, their dysfunction, their skewed, jaded, dark glasses with which they look through the world and us at because of their own unresolved trauma. We bought into it. We bought into it, we made it part of our belief system, and we made it part of our identity. But it is not true. At the core, beneath and below all the stories we've taken on from other people, or we've told ourselves, or we've believed, is who we really are. And we need to discover that by detangling and working through the muck and the nonsense and the lies and separating what's theirs, what's ours. And this is a process. This is not something that we do in an afternoon. This is something that takes a really, really long time to untangle and to just get to the core of. And the reason why this is so important is because it affects everything in our lives. The ripple effect out of this is astronomical. It affects how we feel about ourselves, how we show up, how our relationships are impacted. It is everything. So to get you started and to get you on this journey, I want you to sit down and I want you to take out a pen and paper and I want you to write, who do I want to be? Not who am I? Because this could become a mess, because we are going to all of a sudden wake up, every critic, every bully, every ugly thing that was ever said is just going to light up in our heads, and it could very possibly be very damaging, because unfortunately we don't believe that we're enough. We don't believe that we have worth and that we have value. We spent our lives people pleasing. We spent our lives trying to tiptoe around and show up as the people we think people want us to be, so that we can make them happy, so that we can have their approval, their validation, their acceptance. And this is where we try to draw our worth from. But our worth comes from within. We can't draw it from things that just don't have solidity to them. Because other people's viewpoints, other people's thinking, other people's way of being is going to be so influenced by their own lives, their own traumas, their own abuse, their own glasses that are just dimmed and tainted and tinted and critical, and it's just not true. So we want to figure out, who are we? We want to get to the love, the wholeness, the purity, the hope that resides within us. So start by asking, who do I want to be? And realize that this is a journey of becoming. It's a journey of unlearning, it's a journey of relearning, it's a journey of embracing who we are and dropping what does not serve us. This could seem maybe a little bit simple. This could feel maybe like, yeah, I want to be X. There we go. No, break it down. Give yourself permission to really be with yourself, to listen to yourself, to know yourself, to really figure out and get curious about who you are. You have hidden who you are for so long that you don't know. You're going to have to spend some time rediscovering this. The next thing you need to ask yourself is, who wants this for me? Who wants me to be this? And the reason why I say that is because it's so easy for us to fall into the trap of the voices of other people, a caregiver, a friend, a sibling, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, teacher, a mentor. It's so easy for us to continually be influenced by these voices. And I'm not saying that they are all bad influences. They're not. So many of them are strong and worthy and wonderful, and they lift you up. But unfortunately, there's also a lot of nonsense in there. All right, there's a lot of stuff that people say and do from their own place of hurt. What we want to do is know what our expectations for ourselves is, as opposed to living up to other people's expectations for us of who they want us to be or who they need us to be to feel that they are happy. That is not our responsibility. Our responsibility is to figure out who we want to be. What is your why? Your why is going to be what drives you. Your why is going to be what propels you forward in life. The third thing you want to do is there's going to be some action. What do I need to do? What action do I need to take to reach that goal of who I want to be? And this is why I say this is going to take a really, really long time. Do I need to set better boundaries in my life? Do I need to cut people out of my life completely? Not from a place of punishment or vengeance or trying to get back at people, but from a place of allowing you space to heal while you discover who you are. When I started my journey, one of the first things I said to my husband was, I am clearing my plate. I am saying no to everything and everyone. And it sounds drastic. And at the time, it scared me because it felt drastic. But this is something I needed to do. I needed to try and start from as cleaner plate as I possibly could. There was no doubt in my mind I adored my family, so that was staying exactly where it was. But what I did was I just took a step back, time for me to breathe and think, all right, in my professional life, in my service community life, in my friendship life, in my extended family life, I said no to everything for a while. And I only started bringing back things that I felt I could take on when I was ready to and when I was able to, and to look at that and say, where in my life do I want to go with this? How does this fit into the picture of who I am? Is this serving me, or is this bringing me down? Is this draining me? Is this taking the life out of me? Where do I need to set boundaries? How do I need to set boundaries? Or in some cases, it was just a case of, I'm not picking this ball up again at all. All right? It can be so scary and so hard, but it can also be so freeing in discovering who you are and allowing yourself that space to get to your own light and not lean and depend upon other people to feed it for you. When are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? And again, this is not a race. And the reason why I bring this up is that you need to understand that this is a journey. This is not something we want to be completely destination focused on. Yes, we want goals. Yes, we want ideas. Yes, we want ideals of who we want to be and the role we want to step into in our lives. But what we really want to do is be open to the journey of it. There is so much beauty in the process of becoming. We're going to trip, we're going to fall, we're going to hit our heads, we're going to cry, we're going to want to go back, we're going to want to hide, we're going to say this is not worth it. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to pick ourselves up and say, that's the person I want to be, that's where I'm headed, and I'm going to not give up. Part of being consistent is just committed to, if I don't give up, I'm not going to fail. That is my end goal, and there is no time limit. Lean into the process, lean into the experience, drop the story of what people told you should be, of what life has kind of said to you it should look like, and start coming from a place where you can create for yourself what it is that you want. For those of us who are codependents or have CPTSD or have lived in such severe dysfunction, this is going to be at times the most terrifying thing you do, and at times the most liberating thing that you do. And the reason is because you are going to step out of your comfort zone, and you are going to have to face things that are dark and scary, but through it, on the other side, as we detangle and we pull apart all that is not us and does not serve us, at the bottom is love and light. And you are going to meet you when you get to the center. You are going to meet who you were always meant to be. And that is exciting. So let me know your thoughts. Put it down in the comments. If there's anything you feel you want help with, you want to be coached on, or you want to hear more about, please do let me know. And don't forget to please subscribe, hit like, the notification button, and come on over to Instagram and say hello to me there too.